California drivers are built different. I feel like I've unlocked something primal inside of me driving in California. Because I went from driving in Vancouver, where everybody follows the laws, but everybody drives like they're trying to fucking hit the speed limit in between every single stop. And then I drive in California, and everybody's hitting the speed limit of their speedometer. And laws are more of suggestions. Lanes are suggestions. Why wait and do a U-turn when you can do a U-turn now? Why wait for pedestrian when you can just go and you'll probably miss them? California's fucking whack. California drivers are built different. And you want to know something? It's making me an aggressive driver. I drove all the way. Well, I'll just be blunt. Like I'm at off Kai. I'm not going to the con in person because I'll get fucking spotted by my voice instantly. But I'm over here, man. And you motherfuckers drive like bats out of hell, and it's making me drive like a bat out of hell. It's kind of fun. I'm normally a granny driver. I'm normally like, I'll sit behind a semi truck because I just don't care. You know, I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere. But now in California, I don't know, it's like, you know what? It is kind of fun cutting people off to get into the turning lane. You know what? What if I do pedal to the metal in between stoplights? I'm gonna get into a wreck. But you can't go anywhere in California if you don't drive like a fucking lunatic. You can't fucking go anywhere or do anything. I've always just done Ubers in California because I never had a vehicle. So it's like whenever I travel, I never travel by car. I always take a plane. Planes are too scary now though, and there was some stuff that I had to do where I had to take a car. So I'm like, well fuck, might as well drive since I have the car. And it's like, holy shit. I think it's making me a worse driver. I think it's making me kind of evil. I'm in my villain arc because I had to drive in California. People went from, if I got 5 miles over the speed limit, they're sending me to jail, to, so what if that family minivan dies if I go 20 over? Sasuka, California. Skeptical Panda, thank you. You're in a real life Mad Max movie. I am. Yeah, before it was like, oh, you know, I need my speedometer to read exactly because this is the intended speed limit. But in California, it's like, if I'm not fucking flooring it, some other guy is gonna fucking jump in front of me and he's gonna brake check me and all these other people are gonna jump in front of me and I don't want to be behind this fucking semi-truck that is swerving from lane to lane. This other guy is fucking stopping randomly at every green light. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this state, man. You motherfuckers are crazy. Zachary Rolick, thank you. Oh no, the evil aura of California spreads. I had to go to Walmart. So I'm at Walmart, right? And normally at Walmart, I'm the kind of person where it's like, oh, the lane is full. You know, like there's like 3 or 4 other people in the shopping aisle. I'm gonna wait and go get my stuff in a different aisle and then come back. Because I'm from a small town where people will put their cart right behind you and they'll wait for you to move and they won't say anything. You have to be like very, very hyper aware of your surroundings because otherwise people will get really upset because they don't say anything. And it's just so awkward, you know, but it's a small town, so there's not many people in the Walmart to begin with. I went in that Walmart, there was like 15 people crammed into this tiny aisle, and I'm like pushing a shopping cart going through. Fucking doesn't matter if you're in my way. I'm gonna say excuse me, and I'm gonna keep pushing because you motherfuckers, you're so mean. Californians are so mean. It makes you mean. It makes you really mean because you have to be mean because if you're not mean, they'll fucking kill you. It's kind of sad too because like the horn in the car doesn't work. It makes like a sad noise when I honk the horn. It doesn't do like a full honk. I can't even honk at people back. I've been honked at and I can't honk back. Rido Soraya, thank you. Pippa doesn't take prisoners in California. I don't take prisoners in California. Once I'm back home, I'm sure I'll revert back to driving really slow and being really cautious and going the speed limit. But when I'm in California, I'm fighting for my fucking life, man. Lula Taylor, thank you. I hate living in California. I will escape someday. Godspeed. Jacob Blade, thank you. Cody Sackers, thank you. If you don't jet down the freeway, Prius drivers will consume you and you'll be lost to the outside world for hours, maybe even days, or so I've heard. It's true. I went the speed limit on the freeway. It was horrifying. It was so horrifying. There was a Cybertruck. It was scary. What was the honk sound like? Like a normal honk is like, this is like, it's I've been driving so much lately. It's fucked up. I don't want to drive. I want to go back to Ubering everywhere. I want to go back to letting my parents drive. I don't want to do this anymore. I guess so. I'm getting years of experience in the span of like 2 weeks. 12, thank you for $50. Thank you. I was recently stationed in Cali, and as an Arizona native, I thought I was used to their drivers. FYI to chat, don't use your turn signals in California. No. I use my turn signal, and then I gun it, and I get over. And if you try and speed up, then you better hit the fucking brakes, buddy. That's what you have to do. You can use your turn signal, but you literally have to gun it and start getting over, because otherwise they will not let you over. They will speed up. I think I'd rather die than drive in Los Angeles. That shit's bad even when you do Uber. I hate these motherfuckers. I hate these motherfuckers so much. God. You know, I'm realizing that the worst drivers are Californians. You know, because in Vancouver, Canada, you know, they're playing fucking high-speed go-kart in between the lights, but they're still following the rules, generally, other than speed limits. Seattle, they're all racing each other, splitting between lanes, and they do jump out in front of you, and they probably will cause an accident. But California drivers are something else, man. They're something else entirely. Lanes are suggestions. Bicycle lanes are car lanes. Stopping is whenever you want to. Stop lights are whatever you want them to say. I watched a semi-truck do a U-turn at a red light, okay? I've been here 2 days. 2 days! And a semi-truck did a U-turn on a red light. Like with the trailer? Yeah, with the fucking trailer. Other people were like zooming behind. They were like bleeding into my lane. And because they were like, there was like 3 lanes of traffic on the right side of the road and then 2 lanes on the other side. And so I'm in the middle lane, and the truck is also in the middle lane, but mostly in the right lane. And I'm too scared to go around him because I don't know what this motherfucker is thinking. I don't know what's going on in his head. I've never seen a situation like this before. It's a green light, but I'm just staying stopped. And then the light turns red and he does a full U-turn. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm glad I stayed behind him, because what the fuck? These are some of like the worst roads I've ever seen. You know, like when you live in like a rundown shithole and you're like, oh man, some of these potholes are fucking crazy. California just has those massive fucking potholes on the freeway, and you're like, oh wow, I'm fucking zooming by going 80 miles per hour, and I feel like my fucking car is going to it's gonna fucking pop a tire and explode on me because the fucking potholes. It's like, what I'm realizing is some of the lanes are kind of empty because some of the lanes, they just don't fix the potholes in them, it seems like. So you really gotta like follow the lanes that have like the most amount of cars in them, except for the most right lanes, because the rightmost lanes, it's people stopping to take exits and stuff. Yeah, there's massive potholes on the freeway. I've never experienced that before. What the fuck? Sounds like third world road. No, it's actually California. It's actually California. Oh man, Vancouver feels like paradise. I feel like I was just in heaven. You know that YouTube or TikTok, the vertical video where it's like the guy goes to heaven and he's like, oh no, it's fine. I just wasn't expecting it to be Chinese. Like that's me now with heaven, because heaven is Vancouver and California is just life, hell. And Vancouver is Chinese. Oh yeah, Vancouver's Chinese. Isn't Vancouver just Canadian LA? No. Nothing about Vancouver is Los Angeles. These are 2 very different places. Look in her eyes, Chad. That bunny has seen some shit. I've seen some shit. I think I'm gonna go back to flying and Ubering everywhere. I don't know if I like driving. I heard that a lot of the Chinese people in Vancouver will say that their family is from Beijing because it's like a status symbol. So they'll just lie. They'll be like, yeah, my family's from Beijing. I don't think I can drop that. Sorry. Pippa loves Vancouver for the healthcare. Yeah, I think Vancouver healthcare is really based. Kill yourself. You have a headache? Kill yourself. You have a tummy hurt? Kill yourself. Are you depressed? Kill yourself. Are you alive? Kill yourself. Chat, never kill yourself. Favorite Californian thing is if you pass someone on the highway, they'll suddenly find their gas pedal only to cut you off and return to their slow 80 mile per hour speed. True? I had one dude, I passed him and so this was like right as I got into California, right? I'm like on the freeway, okay? And this guy's behind me. Wait, how did this go? He was in front of me and he was driving really slow, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead of him and then return to the right lane. It's only 2 lanes. I'm gonna return to the right lane, and there's a semi truck up ahead a little bit of a ways. So I'll pop into this lane real quick, and then I'll go back to the left lane. Okay, so I go ahead of this guy. I'm in the right lane. This other car is in the right lane. I move ahead of him because I'm doing like 70 in a 65, okay? I got places to be, all right? I've already been traumatized. And everybody else is doing like 75. So I'm like not going that fast, okay? So I go ahead of him and I'm doing like 70. Speed limit 65. This guy, he's doing probably like 60. All right, he's like fucking crawling. So I go ahead of him, and then suddenly, he moves over into the left lane, and he, like, pedal to the metal, starts speeding up and going like 90. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he goes ahead of me, maybe like 5 car lengths, okay? Moves back over into the right lane, and then slows back down. This time going 65. And I'm like, we really just did all of that? You did all of that? Just, I mean, now you're going to the speed limit, I guess, but like, really? What? Bro? People don't do this to you when you're in a big truck, but when you're in a sad little car, people get offended. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. So I go back over into the left lane and I just fucking pass him. I just go ahead. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do 75 now. I'm getting the fuck out of here. This guy's crazy. And I go past the truck and everything. And then I'm back in the right lane cruising. And then eventually I see him like fly by me like an hour later. And it's like, what the fuck? Why do you drive like that? Why do you drive like that, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? He held that grudge. I wonder if he was just sitting there getting angry that entire time. Swamp Beezel, thank you. The only thing good about Cali is Seaside and ABGs. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna drive my parents somewhere, and they're gonna see how I drive now, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck would have happened to you? And I'll be like, I changed. California changed me. And then I'll put on Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm fighting for my life, trying to maintain my lane. I feel bad. If anybody's gonna die here, it's probably gonna be a fucking cyclist. If I get into a car accident here, it's probably gonna be because I didn't see a fucking cyclist. Daily basis, thank you. Only in California will you encounter rogue gangs of ravenous, bloodthirsty cyclists. They're scary. They're scary. I don't know who let them make these decisions, but I feel like cyclists are fair game here. I feel like you should be allowed to run them over. There's just too much going on. I feel like if you're gonna be a cyclist, you need to be a cyclist on the sidewalk here. That's my hot take. Okay, maybe that's completely unfeasible for this or that reason, but I feel like cyclists should be relegated to the sidewalk with like a maximum speed of like 10 miles per hour, because it's too much. There's too much going on. There's too much going on the roads here. This will be used as evidence. I hope they show this in the court case. It's too dangerous. I didn't understand the cyclist hate before, but now like being here, it's like, okay, you guys need to be on the sidewalk. I understand. Yeah, it is illegal, Nazreen, in a lot of states to ride on the sidewalk, but we need like an exception in California, okay? Because it's too much. It's too much. This guy, thank you. CPPC Tech, thank you. What's your thoughts on one-wheel riders? Like people doing wheelies and stuff to be annoying? Sorry, to show off? Those fuckers are annoying. Pie Eater, thank you. Hey Pippa, as a Californian, we hate cars without out-of-state plates and cyclists. Is that why you guys are trying to kill me? Well, I'll kill you back, okay? Listen, man. I'll take you down with me. I don't fucking care, all right? I will take you motherfuckers down with me. You guys cutting in front of me and shit, we're both going down, all right? You cut in front of me, I cut in front of you. I got the fucking state war on the interstate. I don't care. Good, you are learning the culture well. It is fun. My toxic trait is that I enjoy driving like a fucking insane person.
everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.